These people are amongst the greatest quiz players in Britain. Together they make up the Eggheads, arguably the most formidable quiz team in the country. Question is, can they be beaten?
Welcome to Eggheads, the show where a team of 5 quiz challengers pit their wits against possibly the greatest quiz team in Britain. They are the Eggheads. And taking on the might of our quiz Goliaths today are the Bright Sparks from Leeds. This team of colleagues all work for the same energy firm, apart from Ian, who's been drafted in by team captain Guy. Let's meet them.
Hi, I'm Guy, I'm 34 and I'm a customer service advisor.
Hi, I'm Ian, I'm 33 and I'm a college lecturer.
Hi, I'm Louise, I'm 29 and I'm a customer experience advisor.
Hi, I'm Jim, I'm 44 and I'm a customer service advisor.
Hi, I'm Alex, I'm 26 and I'm a technical support advisor.
Welcome to your Bright Sparks. So, quizzing, Guy, have you done much in the past?
Not a huge amount. We've been to a couple of work pub quizzes in the past. We did all right in the first time round. We won that one, and not quite so well the second time.
All right. Well, we want you to do well here today, and brought in Ian there as the ringer, is he?
Yeah, he's our secret weapon.
OK, well, we'll wait to see him unleash.
Pressure, obviously.
None at all, there is. OK, every day there's £1,000 worth of cash up for grabs for our challengers. However, if they fail to defeat the Eggheads, the prize money rolls over to the next show. So, Bright Sparks, the Eggheads have won the last 10 games. That means £11,000 says you can't beat the Eggheads. Let's set about the tasks, shall we, with our opening head-to-head. This is film and television. Who'd like to take this one on?
Well, I'm quite good on film and television, but, I mean, do you want me to stick on for something like arts and books, or would you like to take it?
I'm happy for you to go for film and TV.
I'd actually quite like to try film and television.
Team captain, go for that.
Go for it, Guy.
I'll take film and television.
All right, Guy, and which Egghead will you take?
I'd actually like to try against Barry, to be honest.
Well, you can. Let's have Guy and Barry into the question room to make sure neither of you can confer with your teams. Well, Guy, let's see if we can get the team off to a flying start. It's film and television. Do you want to go first or second?
I'd like to go first, actually, please, Dermot.
Good luck, Guy. First question is this. Who became a new judge on the panel of Strictly Come Dancing in 2012? Chelsea Healy, Jerry Halliwell or Darcy Bussell?
Well, I probably shouldn't admit it, but I'm actually quite a fan of Strictly, so I know the answer. It's Darcy Bussell.
No harm in that. You're in very good company of millions. Darcy Bussell is the right answer. OK, Barry, your first question. In the 2001 film Amélie, what is the occupation of the title character played by Audrey Tautou? Is it dental receptionist, cafe waitress or librarian?
Oh, this is a lovely film. I've not seen it, but it's about a girl who goes around doing nice things for people, I think. I don't think she's a dental receptionist. I don't think she's a librarian. I think she's a cafe waitress.
Cafe waitress is the correct answer, Barry. So you both have scored with your first questions. And back to Guy. The 2008 Swedish film, Let the Right One In, is about a young boy who befriends what type of supernatural being? A werewolf, a vampire or a poltergeist?
Again, I have to say I do like this film as well. I like it a lot. It's a vampire.
A vampire. Well, you like the questions so far. That's right. Yes.
Yeah, I'm getting on well with them, I think.
Right up your street. So you have 2, and Barry. The first 3 episodes of which sitcom were entitled Downsize, Work Experience and The Quiz? Is it The Office, Gavin and Stacey or The IT Crowd?
It wasn't Gavin and Stacey. Could be either The Office or The IT Crowd. Never really watched many episodes of The Office, but I think it is The Office, though. I'm going for The Office.
OK, The Office. And it is The Office. You've got it. Well done, Barry. And, well, good quizzing from both players. Guy, the children's TV series Pingu, about the adventures of a young penguin, was originally made in which country? Poland, Germany or Switzerland?
I think you've got me on this one, to be honest. I've seen Pingu. I do. It's one of those lovely little things, but lovely little kids show. But I'm not sure. I don't think it's Swiss, which obviously leaves Poland and Germany. I know I've seen the credits, and I think they're in Polish, so I'm going to go Poland.
Okay, Poland for Pingu.
Yeah.
It's Switzerland. See what Barry does with his third question. Barry, the 1982 film version of the Dennis Potter play Brimstone and Treacle starred which performer? David Bowie, Sting or Mick Jagger?
I seem to remember Sting singing in this film, so that obviously leads me to think it's Sting. Yeah, it's Sting.
They've all been in films though, haven't they?
Oh gosh, yes. They've probably all sung in films as well.
Sting, though, is the right answer. Barry's got it. Oh, bad luck, Guy. You're obviously very, very good at that category. Means you're not going to be in the final round. Would you both please come back and join your teams? The sparks shining just a little bit less brightly after the ejection of Guy. The Eggheads are all still in it. We've only played one round. Our next subject is science. And who'd like to play this?
Who's good on science?
Do you think I'm comfortable with that?
Yep.
Okay, that'll be me, Dermot.
All right, Louise, and pick your egghead. It can't be Barry.
Okay, I would like to take on Dave, please.
Dave. OK, let's have Louise and Dave into the question room, please. Louise, let's see if we can get you through. This is science. Would you like to go first or second?
I would like to go first, please, Dermot.
OK, good luck, Louise. First question is this. Which of these is the name for a flat-bottomed cylindrical container, usually made of glass, and with a lip for pouring that is often used in laboratory experiments? Is it a mug, a beaker, or a flagon?
Okay, well, I don't think it's a mug, because that's the sort of thing you'd have a cup of tea in. A flagon I associate with beer, so I'm going to go for a beaker, Dermot.
Beaker is the correct answer. Yes, well done, Louise. Good start. Dave, necking is an aggressive form of behaviour by which animals? Moles, giraffes or lions?
Necking, I've not heard of it, but I'll have to go for giraffes, but I've never heard of it.
Yeah, no, neither have I. Well, not in that, let's say not in that context. It is giraffes, yes. Necking. And we go back to Louise. The Radar range was the first version of which kitchen appliance to be demonstrated for commercial use? Is it a refrigerator, a washing machine or a microwave oven?
Okay. Well, I'm thinking radar, maybe radio waves. Don't think it's a refrigerator. I'm going to go microwave oven.
Yes, you've deciphered it. It's the right answer. Well done. You have 2. Dave, the circadian rhythm is a cycle of biological activity found in many living things that roughly corresponds with which time period? A day, a week or a year?
I should know this. I don't precisely. I'm going to go for a day, but no surety at all.
Okay, circadian rhythms roughly correspond with a day. It's the right answer. Well, it's all square, Louise, going really well here. Let's get this on the board and put the pressure back on Dave. Cloudy wing virus is a disease which particularly affects which insects? Bees, grasshoppers or ladybirds?
Okay, well, I don't think grasshoppers have wings. So it would be bees or ladybirds. I'm gonna go bees, but I'm not sure.
Okay, not sure, but you've got it. Sure now, bees is the correct answer. You have 3. Meaning Dave needs to match that with this one. Dave, in which scientific field was James Edward Keeler an important name? Botany, organic chemistry or astronomy?
Not heard the name before, so could be over and out with this one. I'm going to go astronomy.
Okay, astronomy for James Edward Keeler. It's the right answer.
Oh, right.
Well done. It's all square. Louise, you've got 3, but we now then make it harder because you're so good. We're going to put you into sudden death to sort out a winner. So you're not going to see any more choices. Here you go. The Clarendon Laboratory, named after the first Earl of Clarendon, is part of which British university?
Okay, well, I'm from Leeds, and I know the hospital has a Clarendon wing, so I'm going to guess the University of Leeds.
Okay, right. Well, a Clarendon wing. It's not, though. It's not Leeds. Do you know Dave?
Well, I was tossing up between Oxford and Cambridge. I'd probably slightly go Cambridge.
Well, it's Oxford.
Yeah, so I would have got it wrong as well.
Okay, well, let's see how Dave does. Dave, which gas makes up approximately 95% of the atmosphere of the planet Mars?
Don't know. I should know. gassy planet. It's got living matter on it, hasn't it? Carbon dioxide.
I can tell by Barry's response. It's the right answer, Dave. Carbon dioxide.
I feel very sorry for Louise because she's got a lot better scientific knowledge than me. I feel a bit of a fraud getting through that one.
Well, you are through, and yes, I'd endorse that.
Yeah, quite right, Dermot.
Louise did really, really well there, and I don't know whether that wing in Leeds Hospital is named after this first Earl of Clarendon, but that just led you astray. It means you're not going to be in the final round. Would you both please come back and join your teams? Really bad luck there for Louise. I can't believe this score, actually. The Bright Sparks have lost 2 brains from the final round. The Eggheads are all still there, rather riding their luck, the Eggheads, today. But let's see if you can get rid of an Egghead then, Bright Sparks. With this next category, it's music. And we've got Ian, Jim or Alex available.
We've discussed. Yes, we have. Yeah. Each other then. But yeah, I'm going to do music.
OK,
sure.
now choose an Egghead. Dave and Barry have played. So Kevin, Judith or Pat?
I'm going to take on Judith.
All right. Let's have Alex and Judith into the question room, please. OK, Alex, would you like to go first or second?
I'll go first.
OK, first question on music to you, Alex. The phrase tickling the ivories refers to the playing of which instrument? The cello, the saxophone or the piano?
Well, based on the fact cello's a string instrument, saxophone, I believe, is part of the woodwind family, and obviously ivory keys, I'm going to go for the piano.
The piano, yes, of course. Well done. Now, just reading this question to myself in advance, Judith, I apologise for putting this question to a woman of your culture and breeding, but here we go. After a televised audition for Pop Stars, The Rivals, which duo had a hit in 2002 that was subtitled Touch My Bum? Is it the Cheeky Girls, the White Stripes or the Proclaimers? So I'm glad I prefaced that with my apology to you, Judith.
Well, I wonder if it was reflected in their name, the Cheeky Girls.
Now, come on, Judith. I know you're pretending you've hardly ever heard of it. You and Daphne performed it at the last Eggheads Christmas party.
But that was supposed to be a secret, Dermot. You're not supposed to say that out loud.
Don't be shy. Yeah, it was fantastic. If only we'd recorded it. It is the right answer, the Cheeky Girls. So, all square, and we go back to you, Alex. The violinist André Rieu had a UK hit album in 2010 with what title? Forever Athens, Forever Vienna or Forever Berlin?
Wouldn't say this is my strong point at all, being slightly classical. Based on his name, I'm not sure it would be Forever Athens, being Greek. Or I'll go for Forever Vienna, I think.
Forever Vienna. It's the right answer. Good guess. Judith, which of these was a 1977 hit in which each of 4 singers introduced himself with his star sign, his name, and a description of his ideal woman? Is it Float On by the Floaters, Drift On by the Drifters, or Coast On by the Coasters?
I don't know whether all those drifters, floaters, coasters are real, but I've heard of the drifters. The Drifters one.
Okay, Drift On by the Drifters.
Yes.
I think they're all real, actually.
Are they?
Yeah, they are. Dave's shaking his head there. Dave, what do you think?
It's Float On by the Floaters.
Float On by the Floaters.
Oh.
Which means you have a chance here, Alex, to get into the final round. The comedy song, popularly called Let's Do It, written by Victoria Wood, has what full title? Is it The Ballad of Barry and Frida, a love song for Roger and Judith, or the anthem of Kevin and Linda?
As you might be quite aware, I've probably got no idea at all. It's going to be a stab in the dark. I'm going to go for a love song for Roger and Judith.
Okay, one of them's real, of course, but cleverly woven in the other options, the names of other Eggheads. Brilliant question. Not a brilliant answer, though. It is the Ballad of Barry and Frida. Didn't get it, so Judith is still in the game, but does still need this to survive. Oh, and this will redress the balance after the Cheeky Girls question to you, Judith. In its first few years, from 1934, the Glyndebourne Festival Opera concentrated almost exclusively on staging the works of which composer? Handel, Vivaldi or Mozart?
I think it was Mozart.
Okay, Mozart is the right answer. Yes, well done. Well, your challenge is revived. We go to sudden death again. Alex, in the titles of songs that were hits in the 1950s, 1960s and 1970s respectively, what is A Many Splendid Thing, All Around and In the Air?
I think I know this. I'm going to go for Love.
Love, that's all we needed. Yep, that's the right answer. Well done, yeah. Judith, a 1967 hit single for Petula Clark was Don't Sleep in the what?
Don't sleep in the daytime. Don't sleep. Gosh, I don't know. Don't sleep in the daytime. I don't know.
Don't sleep in the daytime. It's incorrect. The other Eggheads will now instantly supply it for me.
Don't sleep in the subway, darling.
Thank you, Barry. Don't sleep in the subway.
Oh, don't sleep in the subway. I've never got that.
No, okay. Well, you know what's happened. It means, Alex, you're through to the final round. Well done. And Judith, you're not. Would you both please come back and join your teams? Well, the Eggheads sustaining some damage there as it stands now. The Eggheads have lost that one brain, but the Bright Sparks have lost two. And our last head-to-head is arts and books. Who'd like to play this one from, Ian or Jim?
That would be me.
OK, Jim, and which Egghead would you like to play? It can be Kevin or Pat.
I'd like to play Kevin, please.
All right, let's have Jim and Kevin into the question room. Well, Jim, you choose. Do you want to go first or second?
I'd like to go first, please.
OK, here you go. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, which word for a literary style was first used in a 1960 article? Is it Pintoresque, Autonistic or Achebornian?
Well, it's going to be a bit of a guess. I'm going to discount Pintoresque, because I've not heard of it. Autonistic, I'm going to discount that. But as I've heard of Alan Ayckbourn, I'm going to go for Achebornian.
Achebornian. It's not the right answer. No. Do you know, Kevin, of the other two?
I think the genuine one there is Pintoresque.
Yeah, you're right. Pintoresque. It's after Harold Pinter. Your question, Kevin. The 17th century painting Samson and Delilah by Peter Paul Rubens features which utensil? Nutcrackers, a pair of scissors or a corkscrew?
Well, in the biblical story, Delilah sapped Samson's strength by cutting his hair, so that would seem to imply a pair of scissors. The other two don't really bear thinking about.
Well, what she might have done with them.
Well, oh dear, no, don't go there.
OK, it's a pair of scissors, yes, identified by Kevin. OK, Jim, see if you can get this one to get you started. In 2000, Tracy Emin's artwork, My Bed, was bought for £150,000 by which art collector? Lord Sainsbury, Shirley Conran or Charles Saatchi?
Well, I've actually seen this, and I'm quite confident on the answer, so I'll go for Charles Saatchi.
Much better. Yes, that's right. OK. Kevin, The Good Soldier is the title of a 1915 novel by which writer? Is it Jerome K. Jerome, Ford Madox Ford or William Carlos Williams?
Yeah, come more into vogue because TV serialisation was made of Parade's End, which was a sequence of novels. And it's Ford Madox Ford.
That is the correct answer. So you need this, Jim. The artist born Robert Clark in the Midwestern USA in 1928 became famous under what name? Is it Robert Iowa, Robert Indiana or Robert Illinois?
Again, I don't know the answer to this one, like the first question. Thinking Midwestern, I think they're probably all Midwestern. So I will go for Robert Iowa.
Robert Iowa? No, it's not. Kevin, any idea? The other
Indiana.
Two? It's
Robert Indiana.
Robert Indiana, which means, Kevin, you are through to the final round. Bad luck, Jim. You won't be there. Would you both come back and join your teams? So this is what we've been playing towards. It's time for the final round, which as always is general knowledge. But I'm afraid those of you who lost your head-to-heads won't be allowed to take part in this round. So Guy, Louise and Jim from the Bright Sparks and Judith from the Eggheads, would you leave the studio, please? So Ian and Alex, you're playing to win the Bright Sparks £11,000. Barry, Pat, Kevin and Dave, you're playing for something which money can't buy, the Eggheads' reputation. And as usual, I'll ask each team 3 questions in turn. This time the questions are all general knowledge. You are allowed to confer. So Bright Sparks, the question is, are your 2 brains better than the Eggheads' 4? And Ian and Alex, would you like to go first or second?
First. I will go first, please, Dammit.
Definitely first.
Off we go then. And first question is this. President John F. Kennedy was often referred to by what name? Jim, Jack or Jordan? President John F. Kennedy was often referred to by what name?
It was Jack.
Jack Kennedy? Yep, it's the right answer. Well done. Eggheads. Operation Deep Scan in 1987 was a search using sonar equipment for which legendary creature? Loch Ness Monster, Yeti or the Beast of Bodmin?
You would need sonar.
For the Yetis or Beast of Bodmin, so land creatures. So
So
Loch Ness Monster sounds
that's
like.
the only thing that would require sonar.
Indeed.
We think the only one of those which would really require sonar would be the Loch Ness Monster.
Okay, the Loch Ness Monster. And Kevin, they're saying that the Yeti and the Beast of Bodmin are land creatures. You believe in them then?
Oh, I was
do
going
you?
to say, yeah, no, it does rather imply that, doesn't it? No implication should be taken from that.
Loch Ness Monster is the right answer. Well done. And over to the Bright Sparks again. The Duchess of Gloucester, who was a daughter-in-law of George V and lived to be 102, became known by what title? Countess Elizabeth, Lady Sarah or Princess Alice?
I've heard of a Princess Alice.
Saying like princess, it could be kind of like she looked to be that age, so she's a princess. Yeah.
I don't know, we're a bit stuck.
Well, if you think, I can't see being Countess Elizabeth, but I don't know.
We'll go for Princess Alice.
That's all the
rings a
yeah.
slight bell on the other two.
Yeah, right.
Something about Princess Alice rings a bell, so we'll say Princess Alice.
Okay, Princess Alice is the right answer. You got it. Well done. You have 2. Eggheads. The words lemming, ski and fjord all come from which language? Danish, Finnish or Norwegian?
I thought it was Norwegian.
Okay. We think they all come from Norwegian.
It's the right answer, Eggheads. It's all square again. Back to the Bright Sparks. Which of these is the name of the award-winning Industrial Heritage Museum in Blaenavon in South Wales? Is it Big Pit, All Mine or King Cole?
Again, I'd say it's going to be either Big Pit or King Cole. Big Pit sounds a bit more Welsh valleys, doesn't it?
Potentially. Should go for
I think I'd go for Big Pit.
Big Pit.
personally.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's on you.
I
Let's
like the
do it.
sound of it.
Yeah, alright, cool.
Another one of which we have no knowledge, but of those, the one that sounds like it would be an awesome museum title would be Big Pit.
Big Pit.
We're going to go for Big Pit.
And it is Big Pit. It's the right answer. Well done. So Eggheads, you need this then. The colourful character who in the 1920s styled himself as the Abyssinian Prince Monolulu became familiar in the UK as what? A racing tipster, an escapologist or a cocktail maker?
I've got a tip, racing tipster. Racing tipster.
You think national, isn't
Yeah,
it?
well, yeah, I've got a tip. You to turn up at the meetings.
He was a racing tipster.
I've got a horse.
Yeah, I've got a horse.
Your horse, I've got a horse.
I've got a horse. It's the right answer, yes. Racing tipster, Eggheads. Okay, we go to sudden death. And going really well there, Ian and Alex. Here you go. Douglas Fairbanks, Gene Kelly, Michael York and Gérard Depardieu have all played which fictional character on film?
At least 2 or 3 of those I know were in films of the Three Musketeers.
Right.
Oh, goodness, that's tough. That is tough. That's the best I can come up with.
Three Musketeers.
It's, Michael York was in the Three Musketeers films and played D'Artagnan.
Right. I'm going to be honest, I have absolutely no idea, so if you want to go with that.
We're not entirely sure.
Well, that's been the case with the last 2 anyway.
However, We're going to say D'Artagnan.
D'Artagnan is the right answer. Look at the relief on your faces. Well done, well worked out. Yeah, Three Musketeers. D'Artagnan, well done. And means the Eggheads need to get this. Well, chance for the money here. Eggheads, the organisation known as Age UK, was formed in 2009 when Age Concern England merged with which other charity?
One possibility is help the
aged. Help the aged is it's a possibility, isn't it? Because that's no longer.
I'm trying to think if there are any others.
Because Help the Aged isn't around anymore, is it? So, but it's a logical.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Logical thing.
I can't think of
Yeah.
anything.
Anything else? So, I'd stick with that.
Yeah.
Help the
Yeah,
aged.
we'll stick with
Help
that.
the aged.
We're not certain of this, but we're going to go for help the aged.
Help the Aged. It's the right answer, Eggheads. On we go. Fantastic with that last one. Try this one. Sadat and NASA are stations on the underground system of which city?
Well, they're both very famous Egyptian presidents.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that any other Egyptian city but Cairo would have an underground. So, Cairo.
Cairo, go for it.
Well, as they're both famous Egyptian presidents, I would think that the answer is possibly Cairo.
Okay, Cairo is correct. Yes, well done. And Eggheads, you need to get this one right. In 2005, the use of the terms spinster and bachelor on UK marriage certificates was discontinued in favour of which word?
I got married in Australia, so that don't help.
Single, maybe? Unattached?
Simply unmarried.
Married, single, unattached.
Unattached just sounds like a rather funny word to use in that formal context, but I haven't got the faintest idea.
It is a legal sort of issue, isn't it?
Yeah.
Legal
I
documents,
can't.
legal
Yeah.
records.
Yeah.
Legal and marriage.
So what do we think? Unattached, unmarried,
Yeah.
single. Unmarried looks
What's the one?
does it look the more solid of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Single is, I suppose, single.
Could be the other two,
Is a possibility, isn't it?
what do we fancy?
Unmarried. Unmarried. It could be unmarried or single, I think, but it's yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll go with that then. We're torn between two options. We're going to go for unmarried.
Okay, spinster and bachelor on UK marriage certificates replaced as single. Which means, Bright Sparks, you've won the money. You should see what's going on behind you. Turn around and have a look. How does that feel?
I feel ill.
Unreal.
Ian feels ill. Well, you did fantastically. I mean, you worked. We saw you working. We heard you working, especially with that D'Artagnan question. And the Eggheads were working hard there, and you outworked them. I thought they were going to go for single, but they talked themselves out of it. But that's fantastic. You did really, really well.
I think that's the first thing I've ever won. I think possibly I won a pencil once in a competition when I was about 8.
Well, thank you very much for coming along and taking all that money home with you, £11,000. Fantastic performance today.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely spectacular. In the final round, which means you've proved the Eggheads can be beaten. You are officially smarter than the Eggheads for today anyway. Do join us next time on Eggheads to see if a new team of challengers will be just as successful. Until then, goodbye.